Howdy y'all and welcome back. Chest rigs. Alright. So are these just for mall ninjas and like tactical wannabes? Or do they have a role in like regular people's lives? Regular gun people's lives anyway. It's debatable. And if you cringe like watching civilians put on anything tactical, I feel you. I used to be that way myself. I really do. I get it. But I have a rifle class coming up in a couple of months. And if you've ever taken a rifle class and found yourself sticking magazines in pockets and shit, and it's like, you know what would be handy is a thing to like put all of these chest rigs. Also, I do giveaways on this channel. And I'm always looking for things that I can give away that are a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. Like I've got my belt on, right? Can't give away belts because they're like different sizes. Hats, helmets, like the list goes on and on of things that I would love to give away, but they're really difficult because they come in different sizes. Chest rigs are a one-size-fits-all sort of deal. Although apparently I am on the extremely small end of the size that human beings can come because I got two in today. I got this one from HSGI. The platform is HSGI. I scabbed the magazine pouches off of my plate carrier. This is Velocity Systems. Also got the blue Force gear. And I have another one on the way, an old Spec Ops, slightly used one that I'll be giving away. And apparently, I have to take these things all the way in to get them to fit me snugly. So, but I'm leaving them intact so that I can give them away to patrons. So if you're not on board, please get on board with Patreon. These are going to be going to my 25 and up supporters. I will have giveaway items. I have some tourniquets on the way and some other little bits and baubles for my $5 and $10 people. But y'all $25 and up supporters, you're the ones helping make this really come together. So thank you so much, and I will reward your generosity as best I can as we carry out this mission. So, the HSGI chest platform. It's pretty bare bones. Around $72 or something plus shipping. And it's set up, got Molly webbing or Powell's webbing. I never know what the hell the difference is, but it did not like going together with this very much. So I'll be pulling this guy off of it. I have some S-Tac pouches on the way. I'll be getting some HSGI pouches, some tacos. So we're going to do some mixing and matching with different platforms, and we're going to shake all this stuff out. And I'll try to help you narrow down if you're in the market for one, or maybe if you've never even thought about getting a chest rig, maybe you will. Or maybe you'll decide, hey, I totally don't need that in my life, and that's cool too. So, whatever. So let's get this over to the table. We'll break it down and get a closer look. All right, so here is a closer look at the HSGI chest platform. I mentioned before that it really did not vibe well with this Velocity Systems triple mag pouch. Here's what I meant. So these middle two helium whisper straps worked fine, but the spacing on these outer straps, it's almost like it wanted to come into these, but it doesn't quite. It did eventually fit through these outer two, but man, I had to work them, and it really pulled them at a strange angle. See if I can line that up and give you a better idea. So this right here, get myself out of my light there, it pulled these at a really harsh angle, which then made it incredibly difficult to fit all the way through. It's a narrow, just a little bit narrower channel. I think these would really work better with some malice clips or something thinner. And being HSGI, it's probably designed to work with their taco pouches, which would be 3 individual pouches. So each pouch would have 2 malice clips running through, and the spacing makes more sense for 3 separate items as opposed to a pre-set unit like this. But it's super duper bare bones. Nothing is padded. These straps are double layer nylon great stitching and everything, but there is no padding whatsoever. It is an H strap configuration as opposed to an X where they cross over the back. I don't have experience with the X, but they just look like they would want to choke a bitch out. So I like the H style for myself. You can see I have a ton of excess, and I just looped it around and tied it down with some Velcro straps that I had laying around. Have the back strap kind of all the way in. And turning it over, you can see it has a big removable, sort of barely padded deal. And this Velcro would, of course, mate onto a plate carrier if that's the way you wanted to run it. So it gives you a little bit of modularity, but this isn't obviously set up to be like a Haley Strategic Micro or any of the more, the Spiritus and Faro Concepts and all the ones with adaptable pouches and radio shit and whatever. This is all real bare bones. Basically, kind of that would be the idea, except this particular application was a fail. But we will try it out with some S-Tac Kiwis next, and then eventually I'll get some proper HSGI taco pouches on there. And I'm guessing, like I said before, that's probably the way it wants to live. So, more to be revealed later. Alright, so one thing I have discovered in playing with these different rigs is I like to connect this lower belt each time right before I take it off. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. So I slip in like so, and I have the lower belt reconnected. And what that means is when I reach back around to find this one, I only have one dangly thing that I'm looking for, and I plug in. If you leave them both dangling, then when you come around, it's like, oh crap, which one of these do I have and whatever. So it just seemed to make sense to me. Thought I'd pass that along. All right, and that's it. Super duper simple. This is the one that I kind of thought maybe I would be keeping for myself. Not totally sure yet. But I really just wanted something for, like I said, rifle classes, trips to the range, real low-key LARPing. I'm not trying to load it up with radios and water and, you know, it's not my need. So this does make a lot of sense. Even like mat pouches and stuff aren't really a thing I necessarily need for why I want a chest rig. But you might. So we'll talk about that in some of the other rigs. Like I said, I'll have different configurations to work with this in the extremely minimalist category. And then I have some little bit more posh chest rigs working down the pipeline, and we'll check them all out and see what we think. Curious to see your feedback. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Until next time, be easy, y'all.